So let's go now to those 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix, sticking down to lead mix to try and help the wheel spin. We've got the 5 red lights and we are off straight away. Grand Prix, this time he's going to try the exact same move his teammate did, but this time we go right down the inside in 130R, and that was a very slick move there. And to make sure the temperature doesn't skyrocket too much and it doesn't go red. But we drop it down 1 gear through 130R, go down the inside of Felipe Nasr, who's understeering off circuit. He doesn't completely go off circuit, but he was understeering quite a bit through there. Now, nice change of pace from the start of the race, and with DRS, look how fast we're going past the Toro Rosso. I was very satisfied with this.
It was a glorious afternoon in the Black Sea resort of Sochi, and time for the roller coaster ride that is Formula One to resume for second free practice of the Russian Grand Prix. And battle was set to continue between title rivals and teammates Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, who was separated by just under 0.07 of a second in the morning session. The early pace setter was McLaren's Jenson Button, who was nearly a second faster than Valtteri Bottas in the Williams.
And he goes fastest. Now that is the fastest time of the day so far. A 1:41.928.
A mistake at the end of his final flying lap meant Rosberg barely improved his best time, and Hamilton was able to go even faster to cement his place at the top of the time charts. With time running out, Daniel Ricciardo's session came to a juddering halt.
So troubles for Red Bull. He's had pretty good reliability actually this year, has Daniel Ricciardo. He's completed some 99% of all the racing laps this year.
I think it's just gone.
So Hamilton was fastest man in Russia on Friday, with Fernando Alonso third.
What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode with Jenson Button. We're back with part number 11 today for the Russian Grand Prix. We have not got many races to go in this season, and it's crunch time. It's crunch time. We've got to do the business in every single race now to try and secure this 5th place in the Drivers' Championship. I think that's pretty much where we're going to end up, unless the car behind us in the championship, which I think Massa in the Williams or the Bottas in Williams, he's very close behind in the Drivers' Championship. So that is going to be a tough thing to try and keep, and also obviously 4th place in the Constructors is going to be tough as well, because Red Bull are not too far behind. So it's crunch time here, and we're trying to do the best we can. So while I've been talking in the background, we've been doing qualifying. We did our first flying lap, wasn't too great, as you can see. It's only got us P12 so far in the session, so definitely more time to find as we're on to the end of our second flying lap. The session is coming to a close soon. This will probably be our last lap. We just touched the wall there, actually. Very weird to see the wall kind of sticks out on this year's game on Russia. It puts you off a little bit, so lucky not to spin out there in that wall, because it is quite easy to throw yourself off the lap. But we're coming towards the end of the lap, and that is going to get us P2 here for the Russian Grand Prix. So that's been a fantastic lap there. What did I just say? I said it's crunch time. We need to do business, and we have today with the Russian Grand Prix qualifying. 2nd place on the grid. That is absolutely insane, and that will put us up for the race. Hopefully we can do the business and get some good hauler points again. Let's go to the grid for the Russian Grand Prix. So here we are in Sochi for the Russian Grand Prix. Our teammate Fernando Alonso, yet again, not really doing the business there in 18th place, but we have qualified in an amazing 2nd place. That is absolutely insane. That's really going to help us there. You can see Ricciardo there down in, I think that was, what was it, 6th place, I think that was. So Ricciardo down the order. That's going to help us. Obviously, I'm looking at the Red Bulls, obviously, because I think we've pretty much got 5th place, sorry, secured in the drivers, but the Constructors is in the fine balance. So we've got to try and work on that. But here we go to 5 red lights for the Russian Grand Prix, and we're off straight away from 2nd place. Hamilton shoots off like a bullet. Rosberg's past us straight away, unfortunately. We're down to 5th now by even before the first turn. Now down to 6th as we barrel towards turn 2. Obviously, it feels like turn 1 here at Russia, because that turn 1, official turn 1, isn't really a turn, it's just a kink. But we're down to 7th place at the moment, trying to get back up into 6th as Raikkonen is on the right hand side. He's just about got us here through this swooping left hand of turn 3. We're down to 7th place. That's been a shocking start. Let's let's look at a replay. Let's see what happened here. So we had a pretty shocking start again, and even before, look at that, even before we got to the kink that is turn 1, we were down to 5th place, I think that was, then down to 6th as we run towards turn 2 in the braking zone. Then I got it horribly wrong into the braking zone, went far too deep, had to run off the circuit a little bit, and then we tried to maybe stick down the inside of Raikkonen, but he was having none of it, and he goes right around the outside of us on turn 3. So we're down the order. That has been a horrible start, P2 to P7. So yeah, just the classic McLaren start, really. You take the starts I usually get on F1 2015, add a McLaren Honda, and you just get even worse starts, unfortunately. So on lap 2 now, the engine is looking okay temperature. We've got to look behind us as well. Ricciardo is there. Obviously, I just mentioned we're trying to beat both Red Bulls. Obviously, Alonso, our teammate, is not doing much for us every single race, so literally, I've got to try and beat both Red Bulls every single race to try and secure this 4th place of the Constructors. But later on into the Grand Prix, we're closing up to Kimi Raikkonen, who's stuck behind these 2 Williams, who are having an absolute ding-dong battle once more. You can see we're closing up right behind Raikkonen. Can we get him down the inside of this corner? We'll have to see. He's going very slowly. We get right on the curb, go down the inside of Raikkonen. We're just going to make it and dive down the inside of Felipe Massa, and we've also made that move for 5th place. So very nice move there for the last turn, and we're on to lap 8. And that is 5th place now, so good little move there. We saw the Williams, they were battling pretty much from lap 2 to lap 8, so I spotted my chance there, made it happen, but it's not done yet. Raikkonen's coming back at us. He's going to stick it around the outside. He's going to try, but I just really go wide there. Didn't even actually try to squeeze him. That was just my understeer in turn 2 there. Just understeering onto the wide part of the circuit, so Raikkonen couldn't get it. But can he get it now? He's got DRS there. We're down to lean mix, as you can see, because in this 3rd sector, I really need to try and conserve my engine temperature because the McLaren gets so hot under the collar there in sector 3, so I went down to lean there. That's why, if you're wondering. On to lap 9 now. Ricciardo, obviously, pretty much our championship rival for the team Constructors Championship, our rival. He's coming down our inside, but we just managed to defend well from him there. And now we're cut onto lap 12 to make our one and only pit stop here. Russia, a 1 stop. So I'm not going to lie, it was very disappointing. It's only going to be a 1 stop. It means there's just less potential for us to make some moves, because the pit stop phases are generally where we've made some time in the season, gone, that we've made, an undercut or an overcut in this season. So only having 1 pit stop is going to hinder us a little bit. And obviously Ricciardo was right behind us, so I'm hoping that we can kind of pull away from Ricciardo in the latter stages of the race. As I said already so many times before, that is just who I'm looking at, the Red Bulls. It would be nice to look forward, obviously, look forward towards the Ferraris and the Williams, but realistically, we're just looking behind us like we've done all season, trying to defend from these Red Bull cars. But now, unfortunately, we cut onto lap 27. I say unfortunately because that is the end of our battle, really, for the race. I am not even kidding. We literally stayed in 6th place for the entire Grand Prix since our pit stop. A pretty mediocre 1-stop Russian Grand Prix there for 6th place. But the good thing today is that we've finished ahead of both Red Bulls. So that's going to be awesome for the Constructors. That is a whole load of points, and that's going to try and help us secure 4th place in the Constructors, and also 5th place, because obviously I think it's either Bottas or Williams. I can't remember which. We'll see in a minute there who's going to be right behind us in the drivers. But obviously they finished both. Bottas finished ahead of us. Massa finished behind us. So hopefully that will help us in the drivers. But that's a good load of points. 8 points in the bag there for the Russian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton wins the race. Nico Rosberg in 2nd. So a 1-2 for Mercedes. Very dominant win for them. That's going to be good for Hamilton, because I believe Rosberg right now is leading the championship. So that's going to be good for him. Try and close up there. But here's confirmation. Massa is the one right behind us in the drivers. But Bottas is not too far behind. So both Williams we have to try and fend off in the drivers, and the Constructors we're trying to fend off Red Bull. But guys, that is not enough action. By all means, not enough action here for today's episode for the Russian Grand Prix. Very mediocre race. So let's go straight to the USA Grand Prix and hope for a much better one. Let's go to America. So here we are at a very overcast Austin, Texas for the USA Grand Prix, and Fernando Alonso Yet again, disappointing 18th place there. Just really letting the team down. I've come home in 9th place, you can see there, Jenson Button in 9th place. Nico Rosberg in 3rd, Lewis Hamilton 2nd, Kimi Raikkonen again with another surprise pole position. He's getting a lot of poles in this season, this career mode, I must say. Very surprising, but we're here in 9th. It's been okay qualifying. I was struggling a little bit, especially down that back straight, obviously, here at USA. So we're going to have to see what we can do in the race. Down to lean mix to stop the wheel spin, up to 5 red lights, and we're off here for the USA Grand Prix from 9th place. We're getting a little bit of a squirrel there as we go off the line. Down to 10th place as Ericsson and the Sauber gets us. Then Hulkenberg in the Force India. We're going to try and go down the outside of Hulkenberg. Just try and do the switchback now. Try and go down the inside, and that has worked, doing the little switchback, and we've got 9th place back from him. Is he going to come back at us? No, he doesn't. In the mirrors there, looks like he's just going to stick behind us through the X section here. We can see Bottas getting bogged down by, I think that's a Red Bull, I think that is. Yeah, Kvyat. It's getting bogged down by Kvyat. So can we maybe stick it down the inside here, Bottas, and maybe just get him off guard here, stick it down the inside. He's going to leave us the room, going side by side with Bottas here. I don't think it's just about going to work. No, he squeezes out there onto the apex, and Bottas keeps that 8th place. So had a little look, you know, you can't blame me for trying. We had a little look down the inside, just didn't work out. But now we come to lap 3 now. The engine is getting pretty damn hot there, as you can see, and that's not going to help us with the straight line. Hulkenberg gets right past us there on lap 3 for 9th place. We stick it back down the inside, though, to try and defend well from him, and we do that. We squeeze him out on the apex, and we get 9th place back, although we did just squirrel across to the left-hand side of the circuit there. Just ignore that little bit of an oversteer moment there, but we held it pretty well. But now we come to lap 7, on for an early pit stop, actually, you must say. Very early pit stop, actually 2 laps earlier than the AI will be doing, as we're into the pits now for a set of option tyres. And I'm actually going to do a 3-stop here in this race, guys. Usually the AI and the race strategy to go for is a 2-stop, but I'm going to take a little leaf out of Kimi Raikkonen's book from Season 1. You remember in Season 1 in the Ferrari, my teammate Raikkonen back then did a 3-stop and won the race. So I thought, you know what, why don't we try the 3-stop? We could be faster on the beginning and ends of stints compared to the other AI cars, so we're going to try that today. So on to lap 11 now, we're closing down Kvyat. On the end, further down onto lap 11, we're right up Kvyat now, actually getting quite a lot in that first sector. But now you can see here on this back straight, we're just not going to catch him that much. I think we're in DRS. Yes, we are. So we're within 1 second, but just look at the gap. It just keeps on getting a little bit bigger, even with DRS, so it's really unfortunate. We're going to have to try and make the move in a corner. It's not going to be this stint, though, because we can't till lap 15 there. The footage kind of skipped a little bit. My Elgato screwing up there, but it skipped forward into the pit stop. But we're here onto the 2nd pit stop, so we're not going to make the move on Kvyat just yet, but we are getting closer. Slowly and slowly, we are getting closer. We're onto the prime tyres now, so yes, that does mean we're going to go into the options right at the end. So hopefully right at the end, we'll be ready for a big, big push and a big charge. But onto lap 19, we're already there on the prime tyres, right up on the backside of Kvyat. Could this be it? I've been talking about it already, that we are closing slowly, pit stop by pit stop. Could this be the one on lap 20 with DRS? Kvyat just getting away from us again, as I just said. He just gets away from us on the straights. Even with that Renault engine, it's more powerful than the Honda engine. But now onto lap 21, even closer. Can we try and get him? Come on, in the corners. Can we try and get this Red Bull car? Can we stick it down the inside? No, we move to the outside, but look at the dirty air and the understeer affecting us there. And Kvyat just gets brilliant traction there, and the dirty air, just doesn't allow us to close up on Kvyat there. And obviously on the straight now, he's going to pull away. We go through the hairpin style corner. You're going to see on the exit there, Kvyat's just going to get away from us, even though we are probably within 1 second up into rich mix. Unfortunately, the Honda engine really holding back our performance here, and Kvyat's just going to pull away from us, unfortunately. I think we may have missed our chance there, because then on lap 22, we're in for the pits now. The tyres are pretty worn, as you can see on the damage indicator, but also at the same time, I didn't want to go too long on the prime tyres because it is the slower tyre, so I thought I would go on the option tyres at the end a bit earlier and really push hard to try and see, you know, what we can do. Kvyat, obviously, Kvyat's going to the end at this point, so we've got to try and catch him up. We're down to 10th at the moment. I think it will be a few more positions by the time we come out of the pits, but we've just got to go just ham. We've got to pump in purple lap times, or at least personal best for myself in this car, and we've got to really go for it on lap 23. So we come on to the end of lap 23. Speaking about that, we're in P14 at the moment. Can we get up into P13 immediately on our out lap here? Nazar going very slowly, locking up there a little bit. A little smoke coming from his car there. I think that was a lock up, actually not smoke, but we're right behind Nazar now, really getting behind him, up his gearbox, down the inside there at the end of lap 23 through the last corner, and we're up to P13. You can just see the difference in traction and grip I had through that long swooping right-hander, which mimics the Turkey kind of corner. You can just see the amount of grip I had. And on lap 24, we stick it down the inside of our teammate. Obviously, Alonso being our teammate, he's not going going to put much of a fight, and thankfully Fernando doesn't, so he allows us to easily get up into 12th place. But now onto lap 24, can we stick it down the inside of the second Sauber, which is going to be Ericsson? Yes, we can, up to P11, I think that is, and yes, it is P11 as we go back onto the POV. We're up to P11 now, Ericsson right behind us in the Sauber, good grip there. But we're going to keep on looking forward. Can we try and overtake now Maldonado, then Hulkenberg, and then more importantly, Kvyat then with 4 laps to go. Let's see. We're going to cut later on to Grand Prix now, onto lap 25, right behind Maldonado. Rich mix with DRS. Can we make a move down the inside? We make a huge lunging move there down the inside of Maldonado. He goes a little bit wide. We go wheel to wheel there, banging tyres a little bit. We go right round the outside of him. Can we just get him? He's on the prime tyre, so he should have less grip. Yes, he does on the exit, and we're up into P10. So we've got now 3 laps to go. Can we do it? I think we can definitely try and overtake Hulkenberg, but can we get Kvyat? We're on to lap 28. It's going to be a big ask for Kvyat. I don't know how far he is. On the minimap, I can't even see him. So, unfortunately, it looks like maybe we won't be getting Kvyat today. But can we at least get back up into 9th place where we were today? I don't think the 3-stop has worked out amazingly for us. But can we at least get back into where we were, where we would have been with a 2-stop anyway? So, going through the S section now, closing up on Hulkenberg. So much here. You can see the grip difference. Lewis Hamilton has won the USA Grand Prix. So, 2 wins in a row for Hamilton there. Go down the inside of Hulkenberg, though. Can we make it? We've gone really aggressively on the curve to give him enough room there. And we've just got him on the exit. And we have got up into 9th place, but it's not over yet, because look at that, he's right in the mirrors. He's actually going to try and make a move down the inside, and he's going to go side by side with us. So the move is not done there, guys. Hulkenberg's going to come back at us. We're going to have to fight towards the end of this straight to try and keep 9th place in this race. He's going to come. Where is he? He's in the mirrors. Yeah, there we can just about see him there in the right mirror. Here he comes with DRS on the right hand side. He goes past us, but can we outbrake him here down to the hairpin? There we go, down into the second gear, locking up a little bit on the left front, but we've just managed to squeeze him out there, and we're up into 9th place. So we just have got Hulkenberg just about there. Hamilton's won the race. We've got 2 points in the bag, 2 well-earned points in the bag, but unfortunately it's only 2 points. Another frustrating Grand Prix. You know, even Russia was a bit more mediocre, but at least we got more points. So whereas USA, we had quite a lot of action there, not going to lie. A lot of nice racing there to get back up into 9th, but I would have liked to maybe got Kvyat there, but the 3-stop just didn't work out for us. The McLaren just wasn't fast enough, really, to be honest. But that has been a pretty solid effort and a really nice race there at the end of USA. Plenty of action there, lovely little racing moves. It was really actually quite fun and very nice change of pace to actually be a lot faster than those 4 cars ahead of us. I'm not going to lie, just so nice to actually be so fast on fresh options like that. But yeah, if you did, guys, enjoy the episode, smash that like button, guys. It'd be absolutely awesome. We could try and get 1,500 likes on this episode, guys. Comment below what you thought. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. But I've been aarava. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time.